How's it going, guys? It is your pal, Sal here, and welcome back to our Kylie Minogue discography journey. Today, we are going into the blue because we are checking out her 12th studio album, Kiss Me Once, which was released on March 14th of 2014. So before we get into the stats and everything like that, just a quick little recap. Yes, I do know a lot of songs on this album. I don't think I touched on this very much in my diva discography on Kylie. If you're new here, I recommend you check out that video. It'll help you understand what we're all doing here. But I think with this being the album that came out right before, the album that came before Golden, it was easy for me to listen to Golden and then, start, experiencing other Kylie albums. And I think this was the one I picked because, it was the most recent. And so I do know quite a few... I know for a fact I've listened to this full album. I know that for a fact. Now, however, when I look at some of the titles, I'm like, I don't necessarily remember how that one goes. A lot of them I do, though, but again, we'll tackle that as we go through the album. And also, as a recap of last week, guys, I'm actually very much enjoying X and Aphrodite. As I've said before, I usually put the two albums into a playlist, and I label it the week. I forgot what week or weekend last week was of this journey. But I've grown to like a lot of the tracks. I really like Better Than Today. I know a lot of Kylie fans have been hate that one. But, I really do like it, and I really am loving Gotta Go Hard or Go Home. I have a newfound appreciation for Aphrodite. And X, just so you know, I've really grown to like a Drug. I've really been feeling that one. King or Queen is really good. Oh my god, what's the other one? Magnetic Electric. I really do like it too. And I just find myself walking around my apartment going, I wanted to write a song called Cosmic. And just as the, the thing that I want to touch on here. So I did not expect that Speakerphone was going to be as loved as it is. I like it more than the first time. But I should say that I'm a little shocked about the love that song has. I'm happy it has it. I like it more. I probably would have said on that video that it was probably my least favorite Kylie song I'd ever heard. I wouldn't say that now, and that's not me trying to soften the anger, but I don't love it, but I'm happy that people do like it. Lay it on your speakerphone, track repeat, go on and on. I mean, hey, you know what? It is what it is. But so I've come to terms with it. Is it my favorite? No, and I'm happy all the love you guys have for it. But again, we're throwing all that aside today because we were checking out Kiss Me Once, which again was released on March 14th of 2014. So what I've always gotten from the fandom from this album is that this album features a song that all the fans hate. I feel like I never see a lot of fans talk nicely about this one. We'll get to it when we get to it, but just know I love it. And I find a lot of fans compare this, at least they treat it kind of like the MDNA of Kylie Minogue albums, which I would argue that MDNA is a little bit better than people give it credit for. I mean, oh my god, I love this album. But again, but they treat it like that, and I'm like, there's so many good songs on here. You can't do this to me. Now, with this album, it did chart on the Billboard 200 at number 31, so I think that's pretty good. And there were only 2 singles, which already makes me think my theory about this one song is true. But there were 2 singles, one we just heard, which was Into the Blue, which I love, and a fan favorite. We'll get more in detail when we get to it, but with I Was Gonna Cancel. Again, we're going to go through a lot of songs on here today, and I'm really excited. I said, if you guys, since I knew a lot of these, if you just wanted me to review it, and everyone was like, do not deprive us of this reaction. So, ask and ye shall receive. So we're here today. We're going to talk about these songs. I'm excited, and I guess we're going to begin with track number, that would be 2, but track number 1, Into the Blue. So without further ado, let me get this right, and here we go, Into the Blue.
I get a smile upon my face. I paved the road that would one day leave me lonely. I'm still here holding on so tight to everything that I left behind. I don't care if the world is mine, 'cause this is all I know. When I got my back up against the wall, don't need no one to rescue me. 'Cause I ain't waiting up for no miracle. Yeah, tonight I'm running free. Into the blue. Into the blue.
come the strings. That's just so lovely. That couldn't be more lovely. Okay, with Into the Blue, I mean, you couldn't open this album with anything else. I think it's such a smart single. What I love is that it's clearly an expansion of everything we got in Aphrodite. I feel like this song to me kind of reminds me a little more lyrically if you took Aphrodite and, you know, made it, you know, the more personalness about it and combined it with the awesomeness of Get Out of My Way, and you have just this incredible piece. Her vocals are just great. I remember one time I read someone said that the sounded dated by 2014 already. I disagree with that. I don't know who said it. That was, like I said, I've been on these Kylie fan groups for a while, and I always just like to read what people say, but I love it. I think it's, again, triumphant is where Kylie succeeds, and it's just such, I mean, God, I mean, it's fun to work out to. It's just such a good song, and it should have been a huge hit. I mean, obviously it didn't chart here in America on the Hot 100, but it should have. I mean, it's such a good song, and it sucks too because, I mean, when we think about when this came out, which is 2014, pop music, especially in America, was on the decline with, you know, EDM, even though technically EDM is where that phrase like kind of started taking more effect. It was on its way out because if you look at the radio now, especially in America, it's not dance music. You know, it's not fun. It's, I mean, the last time a number one song that got to number one that I fully agreed with was, I mean, probably when Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You hit number one this year. Other than that, I usually very much disagree with some of the number one singles. But this should have been a hit, even where, I don't know how it did well, or if it did well in, you know, all the other countries, but it's such a good song. I love it. I know a lot of people really do actually truly like this song, so I enjoy it, and that's Into the Blue, man. Lyrically, I connect with it so much, you know, and I feel like that's a message for this album too. We're going into the blue. We're going into slightly different territory. It's still somewhat familiar, but it's different. This is going to be a fun experience, and that's why I'm excited to do this one, actually. I'm excited to get to some of these songs. Track number 2, Million Miles.
Right in front of your eyes, why can't you see me? Can we love just a little bit harder? My heart's beating to this drum. It hasn't even started, but I know that it's love. 'Cause I feel like I'm a million. Feel like I'm a million miles away. Feel like I'm a million. Feel like I'm a million miles away. When you touch my body, I go weak, but you're so hard for me to reach. I feel like I'm a million. Feel like I'm a million miles away.
Okay, so with Million Miles, I mean, it's a really simple lyric, you know, this guy really truly isn't a million miles away from her, but with the fact that he doesn't acknowledge her, doesn't see her, he's he might as well be a million miles away. This is very similar to a song, again, no tea, no shade, no none of that here, but Madonna, you know, has her song Miles Away. I think I do slightly prefer Miles Away because I've really felt that one this year, because like I've talked about this on here before, how I have a friend who doesn't want to be my friend anymore, literally lives less than 3 minutes away from me, and it's crazy because she won't talk to me, she might as well be a million miles away. Now with this song personally, it just reminds me when I was really getting into Kiss Me Once and, like, you know, experiencing what 2018. In 2018, I took a trip with my dad, his girlfriend, and my sister to Cancun, and it was a nice trip, but I think by the end of it, I was ready to go home. And let me tell you something, traveling out of the country is not all it's cracked up to be. Going through customs is a bitch, and I just hated it, and I was just like, I just remember I was so ready to get, which is weird, I know I've talked shit about my school that I went to so much, but I was ready to get back and see my friends at school, and I remember I was just like waiting for this, this sounds horrible, for the trip to be over so I could just go home and get to see my friends again, and I felt like I was a million miles away. I specifically remember listening to this song in the shower, and I was like, I'm a million miles away! So I mean, should I put a like next to it? I mean, yeah, because I already like it, but it's a fun song, and you know, you feel it in your soul. Okay. This is the one we were hinting towards. This is track number 3. I Was Gonna Cancel. From what I gather, one of the most hated Kylie Minogue songs of all time. And guess what? I love it. And I think I might have a theory as to why it might be the least favorite. But let's just do it. I Was Gonna Cancel.
I was gonna cancel. Then I looked into the sky. Knew the fabulous won't prevent the sunshine. I was gonna cancel. Then took a sec to realize all the disappointment that would trail behind. I was gonna cancel, but then you reminded me of who I am. Just how I don't hate me today. Who gets what you know? Don't let that in the way. Shut out all the doubt. Just get out and go.
I love that. Ooh, in the background. I love it.
You go.
Come on, let's go.
I was gonna cancel. Just get out and go. What's on the outside? You will know unless you go.
Okay, so I personally like this song because one thing, it's not really a secret, but if I'm ever in your life, I'm probably the best person that'll ever keep plans. I'm always timely. I always make sure I arrive on time. I never cancel plans. If we make a plan, it's stuck in with me. I don't cancel. And I really wish people, because I know a lot of people in my life who just break plans, and nothing pisses me off more than that. And I love these lyrics because she's like, I was gonna cancel, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. So I think that I have 2 theories as to why I think the fans don't like this song. I mean, we could say lyrics, production, all that. That's not really where I'm thinking. There's 2 options I'm thinking in my head. Is that number 1 is, as we see, Kiss Me Once only got 2 singles, and I think the fans are bitter about that. I think that they're pissed that I Was Gonna Cancel got a single release and some of the other ones didn't. And so maybe they're like, well, F that song, you know what I mean? And that might be why they hold a grudge against to it. Now, what I also think is that this song might hit a little too close to home. So you ever have that, most of us are gay here, so we've all had that hookup that we were gonna cancel, and then we didn't, and it ended up, I've had a couple of good experiences. One I shouldn't have had, but, it's fine. But but then it turns out to be a not so bad experience, and you're like, well, what was wrong with that? I'm glad I didn't cancel. I was gonna, but then I looked into the sky, and I was like, no. So I think either they're mad about it or it hits too close to home. I don't know, but I like it. I think it's really fun. The in the background, I don't know who thought, we need to put that there, but they were right. And I mean, come on. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. The lyrics are kind of stupid, but they're fun, I'm like, as long as you're having a little fun and you're not taking yourself too seriously, I don't see the harm in that. So I do like this song. It's fun, and I always enjoy hearing it. Track number 4, Sexy Love. So here we go. I forgot. This is the song that reminds me of Magic, the new single. You look so sexy, so sexy in my head. You look so sexy, so sexy. You got where to go, you got places to go. You're so sexy. What you need is sexy love. I'll see. Every time I look at you. Wow, I forgot how much I liked this song. So I think with the Sexy Love, it's just that I think this is what I'm looking for in a relationship per se. Just this, you know, a sexy love. Just something nice, sweet, nothing more, nothing less. I think that this could have easily been a single. The chorus is just so catchy. It's just such a fun song. Again, that's what I think it really stems through a lot of these songs, is that they're really fun and they put you in such a positive headspace. Like even Million Miles, or not, Million Miles. And it just makes you, I don't know, you just feel some of this in your soul because it's so simple, but it resonates with you, you know? I've been in, well, actually only once, where I had really a nice little sexy love. And I feel like this song perfectly encapsulates that. But again, I want nothing more and nothing less. But I do, this song is so cute. I love her vocals. She just sounds so, I don't know how to even describe her vocals in this one, but she sounds really happy with what she's singing. I mean, maybe we both been there with that sexy love, but it's such a sweet song. It could have easily been a single, and it's just, I love it. Track number 5, we have Sexercise, and I forgot that they literally put Sexy Love and Sexercise right after one after the other. Maybe they could have spread them out a little bit, but it's fine. Here we go. Sexercise.
Keep on moving tonight, moving for me tonight. Let me see you sexercise. It's not just your body, gotta keep it up with me. My mind is trying to see. Let me see you sexercise. I wanna see you beat all your best times. Exercise, come on, baby. Exercise, build a burn. Exercise, let me see you take it down to the ground. Let me see you pick it up. Let me see you bounce, 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 bounce. Exercise, get it, sexercise. Put your hands in the sky if you feel not right. Get it, sexercise. If you want to stay tight, get it, sexercise, sexercise, sexercise. Get it, sexercise, sexercise, sexercise.
Oh, that's the end. I didn't even realize it was that close. Okay, I feel like I've seen a lot of fans hate this song too. I do like it. Is it my favorite? No. I mean, I don't love it that much, but I mean, come on. We all know that person we want to see Sexercise. I think, again, this one's fun. And I feel like out of all the songs on this, this is the most harmless one. It's only 2 minutes and 49 seconds, so there's not much variety. It's quick, you're in and out. But I think it's fun, you know. The one thing I'm saying so far with this album is that this, to me, is the album that if I was to pick one album where I could play it through, well, I might change that later, but so far this is what I'm thinking, where I could play it through and I feel like it would make a really good, almost workout playlist. I mean, come on, how can you not be working out? I feel like this is the song you gotta be on the bike for, and strutting it, sexercising it. I mean, come on. I mean, again, it's harmless, it's fun, and it's just, I mean, come on, how can you know that person you want to see Sexercise? So, yeah, I mean, what can I say? All right, track number 6, Feels So Good. This is one that is not ringing a bell to me. I'm sure once we play it, I'll recognize it, but I can't hum out a chorus for you for this one, so here we go, Feels So Good. I mean, yes, do I recognize it? But also no. Okay. Oh! There we go. It's all okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think the thing with Feels So Good is that I didn't really remember this one. Once the chorus popped in, I did. But this song is kind of a little underwhelming. We already kind of charted this territory a little bit with Sexy Love, you know, something that makes you feel so good, so fun, so fresh, you know what I mean? Yeah, this isn't a bad song by any stretch, but I feel like the chorus is the real only good thing. The verses are just kind of really, like I said, underwhelming. It's fine, and I know that this is going to sound horrible to say, but I feel like this is something that reminds me a little more of Aphrodite, stylistically and lyrically, which, again, not bad song, but I think in this game of this, I'm not saying Aphrodite is underwhelming either. So you guys know what I thought, but I'm saying this does sound like something I could have seen on there, so, Am I gonna put a like next to it? No, not really, because I would never really truly seek this one out. But at least I did know it, so there's that. Again, another one that I'm not really positive on. Track number 7, If Only. So here we go. Oh, I forgot this. Oh no, I remember this.
Easy me out. If every step I had no step down. When I feel it, you can feel it.
You know, this one I do like a bit. I think the chorus is, again, really, really catchy. But again, the verses are just really a little underwhelming to me. And this song is just a little underwritten to me with these lyrics like, 2 hearts, one left to be lonely. I don't like how that's worded. I really don't. If only. True love is waiting in the wings. If only, that's fine. 2 hearts, one left to... That's so weird, that way of saying that. One left to be lonely. If only. I don't know, something about that does not work for me. I do like the reference, you know, true love is waiting in the wings, you know, the wings of the stage. But, again, sounds a little like something that I could have actually heard on Aphrodite. Again, not in a bad way, not in a bad way. I'm just saying, these two feel like maybe they were left over. The last two felt like they were left over from Aphrodite. I wonder if they are. Someone said that, like, in the last video X, I was like, this sounds like it could have been on Body Language. And they were like, well, Sal, in fact, they were intended for Body Language. So, who knows, maybe I'm onto something. But I do like the chorus. And again, this does have Kylie's triumphantness mixed in. But the chorus, I don't love it lyrically with how that's worded. I don't know. Something about that, just doesn't work for me. But I mean, again, I do like it. I'm not going to put a like next to it because I don't think it's one of my favorites. But it is a good song. Like, so far, even though these two are my least favorite, the past two, I don't dislike them, you know what I mean? So, track number 8, Les Sex. And I was like, okay, I'm almost positive les means the, but I just want to put it in at first. And when you translate it from French, it does translate to the sex. So, okay. But what's weird is that when I put it in translate, I read it as English first, and I read it as les sex, which translate from English to English, which is just weird, to lesbian sex. So, I'm here for both literal interpretations of it, but I think it is just the sex. So, so here we go. Les Sex. In the dark we don't say no, we say yes. Okay, so, oh, I probably watched the ones I like are the ones that are going to get me crucified. So I like this song a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I love that I never picked up on this lyric before. If our love's a drug, then we're higher than stilettos. I mean, come on. I've seen the performance. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's funny because right here on because I have Genius lyrics brought up. They have it right up here, and this is the version I watched. I think I only made it like 10 minutes in, but this was years ago. But I do remember that this opens like the live at the SSE Hydro show. Like I said, I did remember watching this first part, and I think she like comes out like on a couch. It's like one of those lip couches. I could be wrong though, but I feel like that's what I remember. I mean, come on, this is just like, we could call it love. We could... I love, oh my god. What was the other lyric in here? Like, lay love, lay sex, lay drugs. So basically she's saying the love, the sex, the drugs, the touch. I mean, come on, we've all been here. We could be like, we call it love, but what we got in this room, I love it. Where she's saying there's no. I mean, obviously in the real life we can't truly feel these lyrics, but I think she said like in the dark there is no. Oh yeah, in the dark we don't say no. In the dark we say yes, please. So I love how her inner hoe comes out a little bit on this album because I feel like that's what we get. We're getting, I mean, not as high class as Body Language, but the inner hoe is back and I'm feeling it. So I I do like this song. Oh my god, probably I feel like people hate this song, but we'll see. You never know. Track number 9, Kiss Me Once, and I feel like I'll recognize this one because I do remember one time I was like, where does it say Kiss Me Once? And then I figured it out, but I can't hum out for you anything right now. So here we go. Oh, well. I thought it was done, it's not. Okay, so I do remember this one, and I'm gonna put a like next to it because I actually do genuinely like it, but I think it suffers from a couple of the same problems that If Only and Feels So Good had for me, is that I think the chorus is really, really good, and the verses just do not live up to it whatsoever. I feel like this song should be better than it is. It's really fun. Well, not fun. Fun's the wrong lyrically, but I do enjoy the lyricalness. The lyrics of this song. It's again triumphant. Her and this guy have gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot of shit together, and they made it. They made it. They feel good. They're happy. They're safe. They're in a good place. And you definitely get a sense of that in the song. But the production just doesn't, again, it doesn't live up to what I think it could be. There's some cool ideas in the chorus, like I said, but the verses are just so lackluster. And I feel like this song deserves a lot better. I feel like there's a really, really good song that's about 69% there. And I feel like if they had reworked it a little bit, I think it would have been absolutely perfect. And it does, again, this is what they named the album after, so they must have really liked this song, and it's a shame because I feel like there's a really good song hidden in here. But I will put a like next to it because again, there are a lot of parts I did enjoy, and I did love the triumphantness of it. That's me and Kylie. I love Miss Triumphant over here, but could be better, but I did enjoy it. Okay, track number 10, we have everyone's auto-tuned favorite dream, Beautiful, which is a duet with Enrique Iglesias. So here we go, let's do it.
You are so beautiful. It used to be you and me. We had each other. Saw you walking, you were smiling, and it hit me like the first time. And now I just want you to know that after all this time, you're still the one. Just want you
I feel like I'm having a come to Jesus moment with this song. I thought that there was a lot more autotune in this than I remembered. And turns out, realistically, it's just the chorus. And Enrique's vocals are much more covered in autotune than Kylie's. And which is weird because I feel like neither of them need it. So I don't dislike the autotune in this song. I think it makes it stick out. But I also feel like it didn't need it. You know what I mean? Clearly it's there for stylistic purposes, not because neither of them... Well, I really don't know Enrique all that well. But we know Kylie can sing, so she doesn't need autotune. So I think it helps make the song stick out. And I don't really dislike the autotune. I really don't. But I'd be curious, is there... Hang on, we're gonna look this up together. So we're gonna type in on YouTube, Kylie Minogue, beautiful, no auto-tune. Oh good, it pops right up. So let's see what we got here. We have, so she does it live. Oh, there's an acoustic one. Oh, this says it's live from Spotify sections. You know what, I'll just pull this up here and we'll see. Let's see if I like this chorus without it. Okay, come on, let's hurry up.
You are so beautiful.
Alright, so it sounds like they're using still a little effect in the live version too. That's fine, it's cool. So, I don't know, because I really do like this song lyrically and I do like the production. I'm just so mixed on the autotune. I would love to have been in the not the audience, but in the recording studio and be like, okay, we're gonna try this, but that way I could have heard no autotune and autotune, and I could have decided which one I like better. It's a very pretty song. But I feel like I barely even recognize it's a duet because Enrique suffers from the autotune. Like, you barely hear him because their voices blend so much with... I don't know. I do like the song. So, like, I mean, I loved it lyrically. I was really feeling it. But I was also like, I don't know if I fully agree with this autotune choice. I want to hear without the autotune, you know? I do like it, though. I do like it. So if anyone has a version of this that features, like, little to no vocal effects on either of them, I'd be curious to hear it. So let me know. Track number 11, the final track of the standard edition, we have Fine, or just simply as it's called, Fine. Ah, no, play. Play, baby. Oh my God.
Fine, you're gonna be fine. You don't have to worry, don't you turn and run, run, run. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun. You're gonna be fine. You don't have to worry, don't you turn and run, run, run. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep this one kind of short and simple. I think it's a good closer to the album. Is it a great song? No. Lyrically, though, we can all connect to it. I feel this too. Like, every time you feel like everything's gonna go bad, everything's gonna be bad. I don't know about you guys, but last week was really stressful for me. These are the type of songs that I gravitate to. So last week was just crazy. My mom had to go to the hospital. She's okay now, so all is fine. But there was that, you know, some stress at work I had, and then my college is lying and saying, or about other things that they're trying to steal more money from me. And you know, at the end of the day, you just got to be like, you know what, you're gonna be fine. It's all gonna be okay. So every time, you know what, maybe every time I feel like a crisis coming on, I got to make a playlist for sure of just like, it's gonna be okay. But fine, that's what it's gonna be. Again, is it the greatest song ever? No. I think probably I would enjoy Better Than Today a little more than this. But it's fun. You know, this one to me, in a sense, does sound a little dated. To say, you know, it's only 2014, and a lot of songs do sound like this on here, but maybe this one a little more than the others. I feel it has less little timeless appeal to it, but I do enjoy it. It's fun. The chorus is catchy, and it's a fine song. All right, we are on to the bonus tracks. So we have, I was about to be like 15. There's 15 total tracks, but there's 4. The first 3 I do know, and then the last one I don't. So actually, you know, and I might not recognize the second to last one either. But this one I know for a fact I do know. We have track number 12, Mr. President. So here we go.
I got some inside, You were made from non-stop. Come on, make me good night. Got me so high, I'm seeing shot. Big man, me
I forgot these lyrics.
every day, baby. Hey, Mr. President, you're such a gentleman. It's such an honor to meet you. Hey, Mr. President, I'll be your Maryland, and baby, I'll never leave ya. I'll be your mercy now. Mr. President,
Oh my god.
want your love, get your love. Come on, give me some.
Oh, this poor song. This poor song lyrically did not age well in 2020. You know what? This song is fun. Obviously, it's a reference to Marilyn Monroe, Mr. President. You know, because she had an affair with John F. Kennedy, the President of the United States. I mean, obviously, I feel like the whole world knows this. I know most of the people that watch these are from, you know, literally every other country but America. I mean, I got some American fans, but I do really well in, like, countries like, these videos do well in, like, Brazil, the UK, Australia. I think a couple from Chile, so, I mean... you're lucky that you don't have the white supremacist president that I have to deal with here in America. Now, when this song came out, so 2014, the president would have been Obama, and I mean, I feel like everyone would have loved to have been Obama's little, well, you know, they shouldn't, because then that's cheating, but you get the drift. I mean, a nicer person to sing about. This song is fun. It definitely sounds like something that was left over from the X sessions. Lyrically, it just reminds me, it's so goofy that you think that it's from that. I do enjoy the song, though. It's funny, it's fun. Little sad to listen to nowadays, but hopefully come in just a few short weeks, that man will be out of the White House and we'll all be saved. Mr. President... It's a fun song. I get its choice as a bonus track because it just sounds like a leftover from X, but I'm happy it saw the light of day. It's fun. I feel like this one would pop off live, but yeah, that is what it is. Track number 13, Sleeping with the Enemy. And what I do remember, this is a really good song. So here we go. Okay, this song, it's almost a shame that it's a bonus track, because I think lyrically it's one of the strongest tracks on the album. It's so, I mean, we've all been here too. We've seen the person that we love turn into the enemy and like become someone we don't know, and suddenly you're sleeping with the enemy. I've been there, you've been there. It's the darkest track so far on this album. Something that, again, I feel like almost could have fit lyrically on Body Language. It's a little maybe too sweeter for Body Language, but I do like it a lot. And I think I get its choice as a bonus track because in a sense, it's in a sense a little too good lyrically to be on here. But it is nice that it did see the light of day. It's just, oh my God, it's gorgeous. And the production is great. Everything about it is great. It's just, it sucks that it's like, I don't know where this would have fit, you know, in the album per se, but it got its release, it's here, and it's a good song. Track number 14, Sparks. So here we go. I don't know if I remember this or not. These vocals are nice. Okay, I feel like I might have listened to this one before, but I didn't really feel it or know it all that well either. But this one, I find, again, weird lyrics, because it's, oh, feels like you light me up, feels like you light me up, when the sparks run out, feels like you light me up, feels like you light me up, when the sparks run out. So I find it interesting that they chose to call this one Sparks. The chorus is lovely, verses, again, not so great. And then it felt like they were running out of ideas, because then they just went with the la 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 la, and I was kind of like, nothing. You don't want to try and give me a better lyric here? Pretty vocals. I think this might have the loveliest vocals from her on this album, but as a whole, I get its choice as a bonus track. You didn't really need it, but I'm happy about her vocal performance. It was really pretty, but yeah, not my favorite. Track number 15, Golden Boy. So here we go. This song was really nothing special. The chorus kept repeating itself so much, and I was just like, I'm kind of over this one already. Bonus track, this is not a bad bonus track, but I mean, what? I don't know who would be clamoring for this one. You are my golden boy, you are my golden boy. Although, hold up, I didn't even think of this, because after this we get my bitch right there, Golden. Yeah, no, I didn't really love this one. It's not bad. Like, nothing on here is really, to me, bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just kind of like, fine. Okay, guys, we did it. We finished Kiss Me Once, and I feel like I'm in a very different headspace than I was the first time, or like when I started filming this. I'm now reminded why I liked a certain amount of songs, or like I only did like, I think a lot of the songs that I liked going into here, I still liked, and the ones I didn't, I was just kind of like, still don't really care for them. So out of all of these, there's 15 tracks total. I liked 8 of them, and the ones I like are Into the Blue, A Million Miles, I Was Gonna Cancel, Sexy Love, Sexercise, Le Sex, Kiss Me Once, Beautiful, Fine, Mr. President, and Sleeping with the Enemy. Everything else is just kind of like, it's nothing bad, but it's just kind of like falls a little lackluster. And the one thing I realized sitting at the end of this album, I was like, I was like, this album really is her least concepted album. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's cohesive. It's not like, Aphrodite or X with X's certain style, or even in a weird way, the layout of this album, I can't believe I'm gonna admit this, but the layout of this album to me kind of reminds me a little more of Let's Get To It. It's while I would argue, to me, in my opinion, so much better, and there's so many songs on here I like, structure-wise, it does feel a little kind of like Let's Get To It. I can't believe I'm saying this. But I feel like I did enjoy this as an album more in a sense that I personally enjoyed, like, Fever. I really don't enjoy Fever as an album. I love the songs from it, some of them, but I mean, as the album, I didn't really listen to that one too much once we finished it. Wow, I'm actually a little torn right now. I feel like the songs I like, and the ones I don't are just kind of like, okay, if I heard them, they're cool. They don't make me angry or anything like that, but, And I realized that the fans do treat this like the MDNA, and I'm not saying, because I was like, well, this album doesn't remind me of MDNA at all, and I was like, well, Sal, you did only say, like, how they treat it reminds you of that, and I'm like, okay, I see where I was headed there. But also, when I was, like, editing or something, or, like, not editing, but when I was looking through, I saw this in the MDNA booklet, and I was like, that looks familiar. Again, I'm not saying anyone's copying anybody, because obviously this came first, and I'm not saying that, but I was like, hey, a Kiss front, okay. I'm like kind of torn, because I didn't hate sitting here and doing this, but I was just kind of like, yeah, I feel like I listened to Kiss Me Once and I can move on with my day, you know what I mean? I already liked the songs I liked, they're fun, I'll play them every so often, but it's just fine, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was a breath of fresh air to get to Golden after this. You know what? Maybe I do understand where the fans are coming from now with this one, but I do like a lot of the songs from it. So I feel like this is an album much like Fever in a sense. Even though I feel like I did enjoy this as an album more than Fever, where there's a lot of songs I like and the ones I didn't really like, I'm just kind of like, didn't need them. This is weird. I feel very meh right now in terms of what to say. It's odd. So, what do you guys think of Kiss Me Once? Are you in the boat of like, this is her worst? Or, let me know as always in the comments below. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for not dancing. That's not even the album. Golden, my top album of 2018. And we're going to have a lot more fun there, I think, today than we did here. But thank you guys so much for watching. To everybody who, I don't want to worry people. So people are like, I mentioned last week about the controversy that was going on in the Say Hey Facebook group. Everyone was like, Sal, don't listen to them. I'm like, don't worry, guys. I'm okay. Those old queens are going to get me down. I've had much worse things said about me in my day. And so, what's that meme? It's like, you think I can hurt me? I did that, blah, blah, blah. You get the drift. But I'm fine. I just want to make sure that they don't allow they kind of already did. It's whatever can I do. But the fact that they're taking the matters into their own hands and they're saying reaction videos are so disgusting that they're not allowed. And that's not what I'm not okay with that, because there's a lot of other people that might want to share theirs too, and it's just not fair. It's not right, and it is what it is. I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, just wanted to say that. So I'm good. Don't you guys worry about me. I had a fun time doing this with you today. How do I even want to end this? But again, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Salvador J. Rocha. I will see you guys soon. And you know what? I'm just going to go out with this. Just if you're feeling a little low today, give yourself a little Sexercise and have a fun day. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.